Okay, I know normally I talk about all the injustice of the world, and I normally try to do a lot of vlogs that are political and more of an activist base. Ooh, itch. But every so often I do a blog that's more of a personal nature. And this is one of those vlogs of a very personal nature. So, let me tell you what's been going on with me. I'm still on my... Can't use that word. Can't use that, John. Can't use that word. Still at my current place of employment. But I'm still working on finding another place of employment. I have a family reunion the 16th of next month, this month. It's hard to say. I think the 1st is tomorrow. So technically it would be next month unless you see this tomorrow. But since I'm not actually mentioning a date, you can see this 3 years from now. And then when you actually see it, you'd be thinking, oh my god, she's having a family reunion. And then by the time you see it, it's already been passed. And I'm wondering what the heck you're talking about. So it's all relevant in time and space and everything. But this video is more for myself anyway, as a mental reminder. Because sometimes I need to go through my videos and just refresh myself on sometimes days are good. Always an important thing to do. But anyway, I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been rewatching my videos because sometimes it's good to see where you were and how far you've come. Which is still getting sidetracked from what I want to talk about. But that's okay because I still have plenty of time. So, my brother Ryan is going to be getting married, and I get to be a bridesmaid. So, yeah. And related to that topic, me and my mother the other day, which by the time you watch this will no longer be the other day, but that relates into the prior conversation, that relates into the previous conversation, which now relates back into the current conversation. I think my head hurts. Oh, ow. I really need to do something with my nails. But yeah, my brother is getting married on October 31st. Which is my favorite holiday, which means that more than likely I won't be doing any of the fun things I normally do, like hitting the nightclubs or playing cemetery tag in the twilight of the morning. That one doesn't quite work. Around 3 o'clock in the morning. Which would probably make it no longer Halloween, but it's still the spirit of the things that matters. So yeah, no cemetery tag for me this year. So anyway, me and my mother were at John Fabrics, and we were picking out fabrics for this wedding that's going to be taking place on October 31st. And she bought a medieval pattern there, because John Fabrics sells patterns as well as fabrics. And she bought this beautiful silver fabric that I picked out. Because I was told the bridesmaids were supposed to be in silver, so I picked it out, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I was so looking forward to just wearing this fabric. So, my mother called me today and told me that, well, you picked out a very beautiful fabric, and I'm afraid that it's going to outshow or outshine the bride, and it's her day, not mine. Technically, it's her day. Okay, technically it's my day and I'm getting free food. And all I have to do is bring a gift. Yeah, my brother, he's registered at Walmart. Which is convenient for him because that's where he works. I think it was a pretty good move on his behalf. But, no, that's McDonald's, not Walmart. picked out this fabric, and I was told that I won't be able to wear it. And more than likely, since my mother already bought it, she'll probably use it for the bride. So at least in some way, I got to actually indirectly pick out the fabric for the bride. And I'm still looking forward to it because I get to be a bridesmaid, and I've always wanted to be a bridesmaid ever since. God, I can't even remember. I want to be a bridesmaid. When my brother actually told me, he's like, well, you know, I know it's been a dream of yours for a long time. So I'm like, oh, I'm really excited about it. I really am. So yeah. Oh, well, me and my mother were actually shopping. She did slip up once. She did say son, but you know what? I'm getting better. As is she. Because I would usually used to take that stuff to heart. But I've come to terms with the fact that she's known me for several years in a certain way. So it's going to take several years for her to learn me in a new way. So I've come to terms with that, and though she did call me her son, I just carried on with the conversation. And we were checking out, you know, and the lady was measuring the fabric and everything. She was cutting it, and my mother was talking about how she's making these gowns for a wedding party. And the lady who was measuring the fabric and cutting the fabric asked if, is that the bride? And my mother's like, no, that's not the bride. And I was like, nope, definitely not the bride. But you thought I could have been the bride. So yeah, that really made me happy. I was really thrilled about that, actually. So yeah, that made my whole day. And, you know, gave my mother a little kiss goodbye before we parted ways, and that's what's been going on with me. God, I spoke a long time about almost absolutely nothing. And now you guys are going to watch it. Okay. So I'm just going to say goodbye, and I'm so stoked about this wedding.